Welcome to A Mason's Work, the podcast where we review Masonic symbols and illustrate how they can be used to solve problems in everyday life. With your host, Brian Mattox, a proud member of the Craftsman Online Media Network.
So last episode, we talked about how to use GPT to solve some of your own challenges from a symbolic perspective. What can I type in? What can I use in a GPT type system to help me understand the symptoms of my everyday challenges and evolve from that to using the Masonic symbols to essentially help resolve some of those things. Today, I want to talk to you about other uses of GPT. There's going to be probably a dozen more episodes in this over the next couple of years. But today it's about helping advise and counsel a brother, because we're here to help each other out. One of the conversations that you will find yourself wanting to have, but maybe not as skilled as you'd like to be, is how do I tell the brother that what he's doing is not operating in his own best interest, or not operating in the interests of the environment that he's working in, or the community, or what have you. And so those conversations are really difficult in general. When you are looking to have a hard conversation, it really works well to go in, I don't want to say with a full script, but with a good understanding of the major talking points and ways to neutralize any of the defensiveness that folks tend to get when somebody is telling them that their behavior isn't great. So GPT is awesome for this. And you can have GPT contextualize the feedback in Masonic language, believe it or not. So you can say to one of these large language models, hey, listen, I need to advise a brother that his time management skills are holding him back. What can I, give me the Masonic tools from, Blue Lodge or Craft Freemasonry that I can use to help have that conversation with somebody I really care about from my lodge. And it'll come back and it'll talk about 24-inch gauge. They'll talk about, how well-managed time actually yields better, stronger, higher quality outcomes, and allows other people to work with you as opposed to work against you. And everything's not a rush or not brinksmanship or any of that kind of stuff. So you get to leverage the toolkit to essentially help you become a better brother to your Masons in the lodge. And again, this is just by asking it some easy and obvious, perhaps, questions. How can I give feedback in an emotionally considerate and caring way from one brother to another about a situation that they or a behavior that they have that is having a negative outcome in their life? This is useful for everything from the basic and obvious stuff, like I said, with time management, all the way through to the more complex and advanced stuff, addictions of all sorts, entertainment, media, pornography, substance abuse. Every one of those things, again, you can have that in a Masonic context, that conversation provided to you in a Masonic context with talking points and a script. And the quality of that is usually pretty good. But don't take my word for it. Go try it out. Use GPT to come up with some of these, and then test them with somebody that is not the direct object of your conversation. So if you're trying to have the conversation with a brother from the lodge who's got, like, say, a substance abuse issue, don't have it with them first. Have it with a colleague that you can talk to and say, hey, listen, I want to test this conversation out. I want to practice. I need a little bit of help here to make sure that the advice that I've gotten from these online systems is the correct talking points. Can you be role play this out with me so I know what I'm dealing with? And then take that GPT script or those talking points and use it to help you get from point A to point B, and maybe close a gap. You can also then go back in the event that you've had the conversation and maybe it wasn't as effective, or it's not a one-stop shop, or it's not a single solution. You can get advice and guidance on how and where to have the next conversation if there's another one required. And inevitably with some of these things, there's always going to be multiple conversations required. Or understand a little bit more about kind of what went wrong in the conversation in the event that you had it not go the way you wanted. Use the GPT to essentially tell you or the large language model to tell you kind of where it went sideways and how to prevent it in the future. This is going to help you develop your interpersonal communication skills using essentially one of the most powerful tools that we have available that it doesn't directly tie up somebody else in those answers. You can do it in the privacy and comfort of your own, home or office, and move that conversation forward to really essentially help your lodge, help yourself. Thanks.
The views represented in this podcast are those of the speaker alone and are not representative of any grand or subordinate lodge.
Hi, Brian here. I wanted to thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you have any suggestions or guidance for further episodes you'd like to see or hear, whatever the case may be, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at masonswork.com, and we will try and incorporate your suggestions into a future recording. Thanks.
Freemasonry teaches us that the true work is within, a lifelong journey of reflection, discipline, and discovery. At A Mason's Work, we help Masons bring out their best selves through meaningful self-inquiry and symbolic practice. From personal reflection to lodge engagement, we offer tools that turn symbols into action. Visit us at amasonswork.com. The work is within. The time is now.